Hey guys, hopefully you are all doing well. Prime Collections here. Well, today we're going to be talking about a couple things that I've noticed recently that are a little bit alarming that I wanted to share with you guys. And just in general, a couple things I picked up recently. So let's not hesitate. Let's not wait longer. Let's get into the world of Funko today. Bleached out, these thoughts in my head. Drown out, you're not like the rest. Feeling like I'm dying. First off, I want to apologize. Recently, I got a new promotion at my job. That is a pay increase. I get some very, very cool benefits. But with that comes, a lot more responsibility.
Where have you been?
And unfortunately, I've had to be there a lot more often, so I haven't been able to put out content as much. But I definitely did want to bring up a couple things with you guys here and just kind of talk about those things and just kind of share that. But I am very excited about this new position. But with that, it's a lot harder to upload stuff, but I will still try to upload every week as much as I can, at least twice a week if possible. And first of all, I'll just kind of share the things that I picked up recently. Entertainment Earth had the Ginyu Force, every member of it. They had the common and the glow in the dark versions. And me, I was able to secure all 5 members, but in their glow forms here. You've got gold though there. That's kind of what the side of it looks like. And also you've got the back there that shows all members of the Ginyu Force and kind of where they entail there. So he's got that glow in the dark sticker. He's got that holofoil Entertainment Earth exclusive sticker. We also have Raccoon here. That's kind of what he looks like there on the side, the front there. And when I was looking at the glow of these specifically, all 5 of them that had the scouter actually glowed, and some of them it would be like their hair. For example, for Ginyu, it would have been his actual skin there because it was the purple, and you can kind of see that there. And in general, what that kind of looks like from the side and the back there. But when these were shipped, they were double boxed and they all came in great condition. And I was very happy to see all of these. And they just arrived really, really good. There's no blemishes on them whatsoever. And I was just very happy to add these because I don't necessarily have any of these. And I don't know how many of them they've actually done, if they've done any members of the Ginyu Force previously. And finally, there's Jace there for you. And just kind of the back is what it looks like there. Get a better look at that. But all 5 of those came in. They came in great condition. I had no issue. Entertainment Earth delivered. They were double boxed and in perfect shape. So they did a great job. So I definitely recommend, if you're going to get all 5, order from them because they will probably double box it and more than likely, do a good job with it. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is the most recent House of the Dragon NFT release, specifically the one that I got in. And the reason I didn't really upload an opening on this is because I think the first thing I felt in a long time was disappointment in this, and for a couple different reasons, and I wanted to go ahead and share those with you guys today. So first of all, the pop itself is a 2600 piece pop, and I believe it's either 2600 or 2700 total pieces. And with that being said, they didn't create a lot of them. And with House of the Dragon being kind of successful, a second season already being, filmed at this very moment, they decided to take a lot of the pieces that were in this NFT drop, and then specifically, they made them available to everybody. And with the Aemon Targaryen, which is the one that I got specifically, they actually had a chase variant where his blue eye glows. So it actually makes it seem like it's a little bit more sought after than the NFT redeemable. And when you look at these two specifically side by side, there is almost no noticeable difference. Maybe a little bit of a pose change, and maybe the outfit's a little bit different. But other than that, it's not really too much of a change, and it's kind of disappointing. So when you get your NFT pops in, they feel like they're supposed to be unique. They're supposed to have, different versions of what you could initially get, and they're supposed to feel special. And if you got in from the first year, the specific pop that you would get, it would have a thicker kind of total package to it here. This is a lot thicker material. It feels a lot more firm, it can't get damaged. A lot more in terms of overall presentation feels better, right? This is a very solid box. Now, With the recent NFTs I got, or the recent NFT I got from the House of Dragon, I had a concern because these were produced a lot quicker to go ahead and put out them, because people were kind of starting to go, I haven't necessarily received my pops yet, and it seems like it's been longer than it should have been. What I think happened is there's one of two things going on here, because the material they have for this feels almost plastic compared to that, which feels like it's almost like a fabric material or like a thicker base cardboard. This literally feels like they used the cheapest material they possibly could for the pop here. And I'll kind of try to show you what I'm talking about here specifically. It's a very easily damaged material. When they were creasing it, you can honestly see the creasing damage on it. It literally feels completely different. It feels like a normal pop box. It doesn't feel like that material, and I don't know if what ended up happening is that the original versions of these were damaged, and if this was the way that they were able to put them out, or if they realized that those were more expensive to produce that way, and this is now the material they're going to be using going forward, because that concerns me, because that is much more durable than this is right here. This is your standard vinyl pop, and if you're paying hundreds of dollars to receive this, and this is the material they're using for this, and they're not packing it with any sort of safety precautions, I'd be very concerned as a collector. And going forward, if this is how this is going to be, and I'm going to be watching because I have a lot of different drops coming in. It'll be interesting to see what materials they use. And this may have just been something they've done for these because these were damaged in shipping and they had to replace them, or is this their new process? I don't necessarily know. But it is definitely concerning to us as collectors, and I'm going to be watching, and based upon this, I may be a little bit more stingier with my drops. I was excited to get NFT pops before because they felt unique, they felt special, and now I'm starting to get a little bit concerned that they're doing cost cutting because they're not making as much money as they want. But let me stop complaining about certain things and let me show this off, at least for what it's worth. That is the Aemon Targaryen there, so you can kind of see him there, and it's 2,600 pieces if it'll go into view there. Give you a little bit better look at that. You can see he's got his knife, and I think that's a whip in his hand. That's the side of it, what that looks like there. And of course, that's the NFT that came with it. Current PPG right now is, and that's because it hasn't updated, it has it at 180. But I see this one dropping dramatically because I've seen sales as low as like 85, 80. So it's definitely going to drop rapidly. But with that being said, it was very cool to add to my collection. It's just a little bit concerning as an NFT collector that they're now starting to produce them like this, and I'm gonna be just letting you guys know, keep your lookout, because you will notice the difference. If you've had some of that first series, that first wave, you can immediately tell by the material, and this feels like a normal pop vinyl box. It doesn't feel like those, and I'm definitely concerned about that, and it definitely worries me with future releases. So kind of keep an eye out that. It's just a fair warning for you guys, and I'm concerned about this because this does determine what's going to happen with the NFT sales. If they start producing stuff like this, we're not going to see those anymore. And this is one of the coolest things they've done in a long time, and it definitely is something that I enjoy doing. So I'm just kind of sharing that with you guys today. This was cool to add to my collection, and yeah. And as always, guys, that's just going to be my talking points today that I wanted to share with you. Just things I had noticed I want to make you guys aware of. I always want to keep you guys up to date with what's going on. And as I said, going forward, it's probably only going to be about a couple videos a week just because of the fact of, I've got work, I've got a lot of stuff going on. But I will be trying to bring you guys as much content as possible. I do have a couple things in the near future I'm going to be sharing with you. I did purchase one of those Freddy Cyber Monday boxes. I've been seeing a few of those appear online, and they're very interesting because a lot of them are different. It's not a lot of copy and pasting. There are a few different boxes, and there's been some pretty cool things to see in those. Specifically, there was a hooded Snoop that hasn't released yet and was in one of these mystery boxes. So that was very, very cool to see. Also, I did purchase some other mystery box stuff that was during Cyber Monday and Black Friday, and I'll share that with you guys as well. But once again, thank you so much for sticking around through the entirety of the video. I truly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It helps me out tremendously. And as always, I will see you guys later.
I could have left again, but I let you